Here we have an Arduino board. This is powering the servo through an external power supply. We want this because we don't want cross communication between the communication channel to the servo, the pulse width modulation, and the power itself. So we connect it to a separate power supply. Right here is the S3114 micro servo, and attached onto it using a high quality stand is the Raspberry Pi camera connected to the Raspberry Pi 4B Plus right here. Over here we have three LEDs, green, yellow, and red, in serial with three resistors, 330 ohms each. These are communicating with the GPIO on the Raspberry Pi, and the Raspberry Pi is also using pulse width modulation to communicate with the micro servo. These are all connected to one ground plane. Here we have the LEDs, which represent different aspects of the neural network and what it is doing. Red indicates that it can't find its subject, or it's moving too fast and it's trying to stabilize the camera from jittering back and forth. Yellow means it's moving to its position. It also, red can mean that the bounding box is outside of the square. Yellow means it's moving to its position of the bounding box that it sees, and green means it's found its object and is currently on position with it. And if we move back, we allow the camera to sort of track our position. So here we have our display for the Pi camera, and wow, it is freaking out. It's looking for something to detect, and it doesn't have anything. Normally, or I guess normally, you'd have a second categorical output that would tell the user or whatever program is looking at the output that there's something in frame. I haven't. So all mine does is just draw a bounding box on whatever sees an object is the most closest to me, because I trained off of my face. So it obviously thinks that that broiler is me, or the towels, I guess, now. But when I move in frame, should... yeah, that's me. In frame. There we go. And if I move away, put my hand in front of my face, it still recognizes me. Up and down, side to side. I never trained it on a sideways head, so that'll have some problems, I believe. It looks like it is, but side to side and forward facing is what it recognizes the best, even when there's some object in the way, and even when I'm far away. So if I walk away, it should still be